Yo, what is up, guys? Hope you're all having a great day. As always, today's video topic: Playboi Carti hates his fans. Uh, this boggles my mind, dude. Because okay, so if you guys don't know, I am a huge Playboi Carti fan, right? And so last year, it looked like Playboi Carti was, gearing up to release an album, right? Or at least to everyone, that's what it looked like. He was releasing a bunch of these songs on his Instagram, I think it was. He put a bunch of like clips and little music videos, and I think he even uploaded a couple of them on his YouTube channel. And everyone was getting hyped, right? The hype was through the roof. Like I know for a fact I was freaking hyped. I was like, "Yo, Playboy Cardi is just about to drop, or he's about to drop, right?" And in the back of my mind, I was like, well, I know Playboy Carti is really, really like laggy about releasing his albums. So I was like, okay, if he doesn't release it in like January or February, he's probably gonna release the album towards the end of the year, right? That was my thought process. I'm like, he's probably gonna wait as long as possible and probably release the album closer to like December, maybe even September or October, right? Any one of those months, I was like, well, I mean, realistically, he could drop it at any point if he wanted to, because if you guys remember, Whole Lot of Red, it dropped in like December, I think, like really, really late in the year, after all the leaks and him like hinting at dropping the album, and then he just kind of dropped it out of nowhere, right? But he yes, his output was insane. Like he was doing all these features and all this stuff throughout the year. He's kind of experimenting with his weird like future voice right now. I kind of dig it. I think it's kind of cool. Uh, you know, I would prefer if he went back more to his Whole Lot of Red voice. Personally, I like that voice. He has like this very like hoarse, harsh delivery that I think complements the chaotic rage beats that goes with his style. Um, and Playboy Cardi is really polarizing, right? When I talk to people, they either love him or they hate him. There is no in between, right? People see him as like the destruction of hip hop and like he's ruining the genre, but that's kind of the point of his music. I think that's where people kind of miss it, or where people mess it up. Like the point of this is why people compare him to Punk a lot, because Punk, when it came out back in the day, uh, I'm only 24, so again, I could be talking out of my butt here, but I know back then when Punk came out, people kind of viewed it as the end of rock music because they completely shifted and moved away from what made rock music great, and they kind of did their own thing, right? And they talked about a lot of political issues, etc., all that different stuff. But their songs were shorter, more chaotic, more fast paced. It was like they were singing really fast. Whereas in hip hop, Playboy Cardi kind of kickstarted this whole rage movement or rage music movement, where the lyrics are very simple. It's essentially simplifying and dumbing down hip hop to its like basest form, I guess. It's really hard to explain, but if you listen to the music, you kind of know what I'm talking about. He kind of like dumbs it down and makes it very, very simple, but at the same time, something that Playboy Cardi is really good at is creating these like very infectious earworms in a lot of his music. Because I remember when I first heard Dial It and Whole Lot of Red, I was like, bro, these albums are straight ass. Like, how the hell do people like this? But then I remember like a few days after I heard both albums, I was like, the songs were playing in my head. Like I remember R.I.P. specifically, it was like stuck in my head, and I was like, dude, like what the heck? Like why am I thinking about the song, right? So I went back, listened to the song, and I was like, damn, all right, this song's actually pretty fire. Same thing with Whole Lot of Red. I remember when I went back and reheard the album, I was like, damn, this album is actually pretty heat. So I don't know, dude. I mean, when I first heard Playboy, I thought he was like low key ass, and I was like, how do people like his music? But then after some time and really like, you know, kind of broadening my palette for music and going back to his music, I kind of realized like, oh shit, like I get what he's trying to do here, right? He's kind of simplifying it, creating these infectious earworms where like they just kind of stick with you. I feel like I'm not really touching on like why his music is so great, but um And plus, he's really, really experimental, right? He's doing stuff that a lot of rap, oh, at the time, I guess, he hasn't released music, so, or he has been releasing music, but he hasn't released a full length project, so I don't think that's fair to compare. But when he came out back in like what 2017, 2018, and then when did Whole Lotta Red come out? 2020, something like that. When those projects dropped, he was very experimental, right? He was kind of doing something new, something different that other rappers weren't really doing at the time, right? This is a big reason why I like Yeet a lot too. Honestly, I think Yeet is gonna replace Playboy at this point because he's kind of doing a lot of what I think Playboy should be doing, but he's not doing. And in fact, I think Yeet is fantastic, and I think he's going to be the future of rage music as a whole because Playboy, I don't even care about his music anymore. And a lot of fans too are inclined. Like, if you go to his, like, if you watch a YouTube video anywhere on Playboi Carti, or you're on social media and people start talking about Playboy dropping something, people are like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, he screwed up his whole rollout, which he did. We all thought he was going to drop sometime in 2024, and it just never happened. And I think he even made like an Instagram post saying like, "Oh, Ye deleted the album." Like, bro, stop the cap. We all know you're freaking lying. You probably never even bothered working on the project, or you're just trying to gaslight your fans, right? Like, Playboy is doing this to himself, dude. He's like kind of low key ruining his career. And I'm not even going to touch on his label. What is it? Opium Records or whatever, where it's what, like, Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, Homicide Gang, or however the heck you say it, Homicide Gang. Um, they're all certified wife beaters, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, this affects my view on their music. Like, I actually like Ken Carson. Uh, Jennifer's Body, and what was the other song that I liked a lot by him too? Something Fighting My Demons, I think. On I don't even remember the name of his album, where he has like a chain and like fangs and stuff. Like, that album is decent. It's not like great or anything, but there's some solid tracks on there. I'm like, okay, this song has some replayability. Like, some of the songs on there have some replayability. But I'm not gonna lie. After I found out, like, I think I saw it on X or something like a while back when I was like really deep into like Playboi Carti and Opium, when I was like really getting into them. Uh, yeah, when I found all that stuff out, I was like, damn, dude, like, this cannot be good for your label. Like, how are you allowing these guys to like basically do this crap, and you aren't addressing it, and you're basically still having them stay on your label, right? Any sensible label would be like, yeah, these guys are a problem. We should drop them. We shouldn't have them signed to the label anymore, right? That would be any sensible person. But I guess Playboi Carti doesn't care, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking, or what. I don't know. I really don't know. And his music, like, yes, he did a song with Lato recently, but low key that song was straight cheeks. I'm not gonna lie. Um, he also did that other single too, All Red, I think. I mean, that song's okay, I guess. Like, it's not bad, but Timeless, I think, was a good song, right? I think out of all the tracks that Playboy has pumped out recently, Timeless is hands down the best one. I would like for him to make more music like that, right? But again, I just don't care anymore, Like, he keeps gaslighting his fans, saying, "Oh, I'm a drop," and he starts the album rollout, and then we all know he's not gonna freaking drop. So it's like, what the hell are you doing? You know? I just I think I speak for a lot of fans when we say, like, I just don't care anymore. Like, this is why I'm shifting more to Yeet now, because I think Yeet is the future of rage rap, and honestly, he's just as good as Playboi Carti, if not better, in my opinion. Plus, he has way more insane output in terms of music, and it just seems like he keeps getting better with each new project. Now, his last project, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that good, but 2093, holy guys, that album was straight heat, dude. I literally went to the concert earlier back in 2024 when that album dropped. Straight heat, guys. But yeah, I mean, fucking, as a Playboi Carti fan, like, I don't even know. Like, if he dropped an album tomorrow, like, yes, I'm gonna listen to it, but I'm not gonna have that same level of enthusiasm as before, because I just know this dude, like, it's almost like he doesn't like his fans or something, right? Like I don't know, dude. Like I really don't know. If you guys share my thoughts or opinions on Playboy, please let me know what you guys think of him below. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with his music moving forward. But I don't think he's probably not gonna drop shit until like 2030, bro. And then I don't know if you guys saw that picture of him on like X or something where like he was wearing some kind of thong. Now I know it's like a Rick Owens outfit or something, but he was like straight up in a thong or something, and he was like getting clowned on, and people are like, "Yo, this yo goat!" Like, it's like, oh my god, like he does it to himself, bro. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.